Good day, doctor and fellow friends. I am Gui Xiaoquan and my matrix number is 281444. I am going to present the first part of our business plan. We are going to open a shoe store called Ricordi, which will offer high-quality items at an affordable price. We have 5 partners in this business who will be the management team. This business was established on 1st October 2021. First, I would like to share about why we call Ricordi. Ricordi means memories in Italian, and we use this name because our original intention is to create a wonderful memory for the customer with their every steps with our shoes product. Ricordi has made great effort to ensure that our customers are satisfied with our products. Ricordi has also launched 4 products categories, including hole-cut shoes and sneakers for men, sandals and sneakers for women, and T-strap shoes for kids. Everyone can acquire our product through Shopee and Lazada, where everything is at our fingertips, as well as our physical store in Aman Central, our star Kedah. As we know, a business plan plays an important role in one business. It will support the management team to create goals and objectives of the organization in order to make sure that we are able to test assumptions about how to run the company. So, business plan will determine whether a company may operate for a long time in an indirect way. And then, business plan will also assist management team in assessing the efficiency of their strategies for achieving business goals, in measuring the goals appropriately to track progress, as well as specifying and being clear on what is expected of the employees. Next, business plan can be quite beneficial in financial resource management. In this case, banks and lenders seek for a proper business strategy before providing business any funds. So, a business plan should be structured in such a way that the banks have complete understanding of the owner's business perspective. We have 3 business values in Ricordi, which are: first, we exist for our customer; the second one is make your move memorable; and the last one, product quality assurance. Since you can see there are some words with that capital letter, we make this to emphasize what we always focus. Next, the purpose of our company is to serve the customer with a comfortable and high-value shoes in obtaining their ideal pair of shoes at reasonable pricing. As a result, it's essential for Ricordi to emphasize on what matters most to its clients. We strive to get the first-rate customer satisfaction. We believe that businesses with a strong culture and a higher purpose better serve their customers over time. We work hard to keep our culture alive as well as we grow. Ricordi's vision and mission are aligned with the company's long-term goals. In this business, we strive everything we can to accomplish our mission and vision. Our vision is to bring shoes as perfect as we can for our customers, and our mission is to satisfy our customers' needs effectively, efficiently, and constantly provide outstanding customer service. Now, I would like to introduce our management team. First, Chief Executive Officer (CEO) is the highest ranked person within our business. Our CEO is Janet Inessa Tommy. Her roles as CEO are to communicate with shareholders, investors, and more external people of the business, leading the business long-term and short-term plans, as well as create and execute the strategy, mission, and vision of this organization. Sharon Tan, as our Chief Operating Officer (COO), will in charge of day-to-day operations at the operating site. Sharon will ensure that the business is run properly and successfully in order to maximize profit. She will also act as a CEO's right hand in making strategic decisions by monitoring and assessing operational efficiency and quality. The Ricordi's financial decisions are based on CFO's guidance. Lin Zihang is in charge of keeping track of all the financial transactions, including cash flows, and analyzing the company's financial strengths and shortcomings. Zihang is also in charge of delivering and evaluating the company's annual report at the end of each year. Kim Huang, who is Ricordi's Chief Marketing Officer (CMO), is responsible for sales management, product development, advertising and market research, with a focus on communication and aligning the objectives of all departments to maximize marketing activities. Lastly, as Chief Communication Officer (CCO), Gui Xiaoxuan is in charge of business reputation management, media relations, and branding strategies. She will handle our customers' feedback to ensure the customer's satisfaction. She is also in charge of assuring that the products will be delivered with care and then they will meet the product description.
Hi, my name is Sharon, metric number 281609, and I'm going to proceed with the next section, which is market analysis summary. This is an important section in our business plans, which to determine and demonstrate the target market of our organization. And we have two subtopics under this section, which consists of market segmentation and market needs. In order to get a better perception to market analysis, we have done a survey via Google Form with 35 respondents, which is interest to our business. In our business plan, we have categorized our market segmentation into 4 groups, which are demographic, geographic, behavioral, and psychographic. Demographic is the most common and generic form of market segmentation, which concerns on the structure of certain population characteristic. Geographic is a subset of demographic. It classifies our potential customer according to their geographies. Behavioral is a section that considers the customer behavior and their buying patterns, while psychographic considers customer lifestyle, opinion, interest, and more psychological aspects. So this is one of the results from our research, the gender demographic of those who interested to our business. According to the pie chart, we can observe that 71% of them are female, while only 29% of them are male. Thus, our main customers are most likely to be female. Next is the age demographic for those who interested in our business. Based on the bar chart, most of the respondents that are interested in our business are the young adults, which account for 17 out of 35 people. The second highest group is the middle-aged adults with 8 of them, followed by the children with 7 people. While the old-age adults are the least interested in our business. So in summary, the young adults would be the main market that we should focus on. The diagram beside shows us the geographic area of our potential customer. Based on the diagram, we can observe that most of our customers are living in urban areas. Thus, Ricordi's physical store was planned to located in the Aman Central, Alostar, which is the capital city in Kedah. Diagram shown us the psychographic segmentation of lifestyle activities. According to the diagram, there is 19 out of 35 respondents chosen the outdoor activities, while another 16 of them have chosen indoor activities. This indicates that most of the potential customers would like to buy our shoes for outdoor activities. So in this case, Ricordi has decided to focus on the shoes for outdoor activities, such as sneakers for men and women. Then we go to the second subtopic in market analysis summary, which is market needs. Market needs is important to help us to figure out our organization's competitive edge we have and to find out our strength on product and services that satisfy the market needs. There are 3 market needs that our organization consider, which is price, quality, and convenience.
Marketing strategy of Ricordi will use a more complex and effective marketing strategy to provide our company an advantage over our competitors, which is 4Ps. The 4Ps stated are products, price, place, and promotions. So for the product, Ricordi will only purchase shoes with good quality from different manufacturers. Particularly, most of the buyers will choose the shoes based on the quality and longevity. For the promotions, to begin, it is designed to interface with social networking sites such as Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. For the price, we provide our customer with a reasonable price and all items are within their budget range. The last one is the place. The Ricordi will have a physical store in the city where it is bordered by schools, houses, and other. Beside the 4Ps, our business also launched the digital marketing for business strategy. For example, email marketing. It is completely free and takes only a few minutes through spamming customers' email. It will keep our users up to date on the new goods, specials, and other relevant informations. The last one is search engine optimizations. Ricordi also aims to use search engine optimizations (SEO) because it assists us in ranking higher in search results and improving our online visibility. SWOT analysis is a strategy planning to identify and analyze an organization's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The main purpose of SWOT analysis is to help organizations to increase their understanding and awareness of the factors that make business. So, what is the strength of Ricordi? The strength of Ricordi is substantial value for the price with high quality products. Compared to other shoe stores in Malaysia, Ricordi has set a reasonable price that is affordable to most citizens for various income levels. How about the weaknesses? One of the weaknesses of Ricordi is lack of competitive strength in the industry. Since we are a newcomer enterprise, it is difficult for the nations to know and recognize our organizations. The opportunity for Ricordi is the globalization market. With the development of the science and technology, we can improve e-commerce visibility such as running advertisements on social media such as YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Although COVID-19 brings us an opportunity to our e-commerce business, but it also brings threat to our physical shop in Amal Central or Serta because people would rather stay at home than go outside due to fear of infections. This may cause our physical store's performance to decline. Sales forecasting is a method that enables a business to predict the future sales revenue for a certain time period. The table above presents sales forecast for Ricordi. There are three categories of product for Ricordi, namely men's, women's, and kids. Since there is new primary and secondary school students enrollment for the year 2022 and also celebrating Christmas festival during December 2021. We estimate that we can achieve a high sales during December 2021 and a target revenue of 18,556 ringgit for the fourth quarters of year 2021. It will higher than first quarter of year 2022, which is 11,507 ringgit. Although we know they will be celebrating Chinese New Year during February 2022. Thus, Ricordi targets earn a total revenue of 30,068 ringgit for the two quarters ended March 2022. The sales strategy for Ricordi is increase Ricordi's online sales by using social media. Social media is now becoming one of the most popular ways for people to obtain information. To keep Ricordi expanding, we would promote it on social media and keep customers up to date on the latest information and promotions. Next, we always listening to customers. Customers' feedback and comments may be significantly and important to Ricordi. Last but not least, we also will set reasonable product pricing because customers' ability to compare different price between different stores is the one of the benefits of online shopping. As e-commerce develops, price comparison becomes easier, which means customers will increasingly seek out the best deal they can find.
Good morning, doctor and my friend. My name is Lim Zihang. My metric number is 277539. And now I will continue with the presentation. Based on the computation, the amount of break-even sales for the fourth quarter of 2021 is 6,873 ringgit. The whole cut shoes for men have the highest portion, which is 23.28%, 1,600 ringgit. Next, the second highest portion is T-strap shoes for kids at 21.91%, 1,506 ringgit. The third highest portion is sneakers for men, which is 19.13% with the price 1,315 ringgit. While the second lowest is sandals for women at 18.43% with the price of 1,267 ringgit. Lastly, the lowest portion for this particular quarter is sneakers for women at only 17.25% with the price 1,185 ringgit. Thus, Ricordi needs to get a total sales revenue of 6,873 ringgit to cover all the costs and avoid losses. Based on the table above, the amount of break-even sales for the first quarter of 2022 is 6,650 ringgit. During this period, the sneakers for both men and women have the highest portion, in which both share the same portion at 24.33% with the price of 1,618 ringgit. Next, we have the whole cut shoes for men at 20.16% with the price of 1,341 ringgit. Meanwhile, the second lowest is sandals for women, which is 19.94% with the price of 1,326 ringgit. The lowest portion is T-strap shoes for kids at only 11.23% with the price of 747 ringgit. In short, Ricordi needs to get a total sales revenue of 6,650 ringgit to cover all costs and avoid losses. As compared to the break-even sales for the previous quarter, the break-even sales for this particular quarter have decreased by 223 ringgit, which is from 6,873 ringgit to 6,650 ringgit. At the same time, the contribution margin ratio has increased from 55% to 57%. The changes in sales mix has affected the break-even sales and contribution margin ratio for the 2 consecutive quarters. A purchaser's budget contains the units of inventory to be purchased at every budget period. The purchaser's budget assists Ricordi in making sure that there is sufficient inventory on hand to fulfill the expected sales for each product. The information for expected sales unit is retrieved from the sales forecast. For desired ending inventory unit, Ricordi has stated in the company policy to maintain a minimum level of 20 pairs for every product. The table above shows the desired ending inventory for Ricordi as per the company policy. The desired ending inventory unit of the product in Ricordi are 20 units. The variable expense for whole cut shoes is 48 ringgit and total costs are 960 ringgit. The variable expense for men's sneaker is 20 ringgit and total costs are 400 ringgit. The variable expense for women's sandals is 13 ringgit 50 cent and total costs are 270 ringgit. The variable expense for women's sneaker is 20 ringgit and total costs are 400 ringgit, while for kid strap shoes, the variable expense is 19 ringgit and total costs are 380 ringgit. The total ending inventory costs are 2,410 ringgit. This is the cash budget of Ricordi for 2 quarters ended 31 March 2022. All transactions during this accounting period are cash transactions. Presume that the supplier will not allow Ricordi, a developed business, to do credit sales at the beginning to avoid risk of bad debts. At the beginning of the accounting period, Ricordi purchases fixed assets, which are computers and shoe cabinets, in the form of cash purchases. The ending balance for 2 quarters are 9,876 ringgit. The table above shows the projected profit and loss of Ricordi for 2 quarters ended 31 March 2022. The gross profit is expected to decrease by 3,664 ringgit for the 2 quarters, from 9,155 ringgit to 5,491 ringgit. Similarly, the projected net profit also decreased by 3,664 ringgit for the 2 consecutive quarters, which from 5,375 ringgit to 1,711 ringgit. During the 2 successive quarters, Ricordi is estimated to gain a total of 14,646 ringgit for gross profit and a total of 7,086 ringgit for net profit. The table above shows the projected cash flow of Ricordi for 2 quarters ended 31 March 2022. The net increase in cash for the 4th quarter of 2021 is 8,165 ringgit. However, the amount decreased to 1,711 ringgit in the 1st quarter of year 2022. This situation happens because Ricordi began its operation in the 4th quarter of 2021. Therefore, we have to purchase fixed assets, which are computers and shoes cabinets. We also invest capital at the beginning of our business. During the 1st quarter of 2022, we slowly focus on our sales. Hence, Ricordi does not incur costs for investing and financing activities during this period. That's all of my presentation, and I will pass to my friends. Thank you.
Next, we have the projected balance sheet of Ricordi as at 31st March 2022. For the fixed assets, we have computer and ICT of 4,000 ringgit and furnitures of 800 ringgit. These amounts are transferred from the cash budget. For current assets, we have cash of 9,876 ringgit, which is similar to the ending cash balance in projected cash flow, and inventories of 2,410 ringgit, which is shown in the ending inventory budget. So we have total assets of 17,086 ringgit. For the equity section, we have capital of 10,000 ringgit, in which every one of us contributes 2,000 ringgit as the beginning capital. The net profit for the period is 7,086 ringgit, which is obtained from the projected profit and loss. Ricordi has not recorded any liabilities during this accounting period.
Lastly, we have the business ratios. The first ratio is gross profit margin ratio. The gross profit margin ratio of Ricordi is 49%. It means that for each ringgit of sales, Ricordi will gain a gross profit of 49 cents. This value is low because our business is a new entrant. So, we can purchase inventories at a lower price to lower the cost of goods sold and to increase this ratio. The second ratio that we computed is the inventory turnover ratio. Ricordi has an inventory turnover ratio of 6.4. This amount is high for a new entrant, so it marks a good beginning for us because a high inventory ratio means that we have strong sales. Next, we have day sales inventory ratio, which is 57.06. It means that Ricordi takes approximately 57 days, or about 2 months, to sell its inventories. This short duration means that we are selling our products quickly and our products are in high demand. We also have return on assets ratio at 41%. It means that Ricordi will generate a net profit of 41 cents for every 1 ringgit of assets invested in. This figure means that we are managing our assets efficiently and effectively despite being a new entrant.
Lastly, we have return on equity ratio at 71%. For every 1 ringgit invested in the capital, we will gain a net profit of 71 cents. It is a good beginning for us as we do not rely on liabilities to finance our business. With that, we have come to the end of our presentation. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.